A meal which consists of pizza, burger, and dough balls is one of the best we have. What better than having tiny, bite-sized mini pizza burger dough balls that are so yummy to eat and super easy to make? The ingredients required are beef, some herbs, pizza dough, tomato sauce, mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, and eggs. Let's try it. Season 500 grams of beef mince with 2 tablespoons of oregano, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and 1 teaspoon of pepper. Mix together by hand. Then remove a small piece and roll it into a ball. Press out the ball on a chopping board to make a mini burger. Then cook this in a hot pan. Turn over after a few minutes to make sure the beef is cooked through. Look at them sizzle. Then flatten out 45 grams of pizza dough. Top with a mini burger, 1 teaspoon of tomato sauce, 1 teaspoon of mozzarella cheese and a slice of pepperoni. And another burger. Wrap up the sides of your dough to create your dough ball. Lay them out on a baking tray and coat with egg yolk mixture to create a glaze. You can then sprinkle with white sesame seeds for a finishing touch. Now bake for 30 minutes at 180 degrees. Once completed, it's time to serve up. Serve up with your favourite chips. I love crinkle cut ones. A brilliant treat for your favourite people.
Do you love the traditional recipe for lasagna? Well, you're going to absolutely love Cooking Company's version. It is lasagna with a twist, some extra flavour and extra texture. That's right, pasta on top of tasty meat and creamy cheese. I just know you're going to love this. It's a wonderful addition to any home recipe book and great if you've got guests because everybody loves lasagna. Ready to give it a go? Right, let's get started. First of all, 3 tablespoons of oil go in a frying pan and you're going to fry over 100 grams of onion. Of course, you can slightly alter the amounts here to suit your preference. 400 grams of beef go into that. Lean mince is always good. Fry it over until it's browned. Doesn't have to be perfect. Then just chuck in 2 tablespoons of Worcester sauce. That gives a fantastic flavour. It's great to use when you're making your own beef burgers too. So we're going to add 250 grams of tomato paste to that. You can just buy a carton of passata from the store. And 100 millilitres of heavy cream with 100 millilitres of chicken stock, plus 1 tablespoon of oregano. We're using dried herb here, but if you have fresh herbs, even better. Even your Italian herb mixture will do. 2 bay leaves go into that for some extra flavour. Stir it all together. And crack on 1 tablespoon of pepper and the same in salt, or season to your preference. Right, ready to take off the heat. Get 20 grams of butter and melt that in a big pot. Add in 40 grams of sliced jalapeno. Now, if you don't like it spicy, you could always add spring onion instead or something like that. 10 grams of flour go into that. That's roughly 1 or 2 tablespoons. Plus 250 millilitres of milk. The flour is going to act as a thickener for your sauce. We're adding in our milk a little bit at a time and cooking it on a high heat to help with the thickening process. 50 grams of Gruyere cheese, 100 grams of cheddar and 150 grams of mozzarella goes into that. You can choose any cheeses you like, even add some blue cheeses or strong French cheese like brie or camembert. Add your cooked macaroni pasta into that, that's 250 grams, and stir it all together. Look at that. Amazing. Right, ready to compile our lasagna. We'll start by putting some minced meat on the bottom, a thin layer, and then covering that in our lasagna sheets. And a little bit more mint. And now our macaroni mixture. A few dollops of that. And spread it out with a spatula or spoon. It's a very therapeutic recipe, this one. I just love making these layers and getting it perfect. Now add some cheese slices onto that, and more lasagna sheets, more meat, more macaroni cheese, and just layer it up till you fill the top of your tray. Cover that in some baking paper and foil, and stick it in the oven for 30 minutes at 180 degrees. Let the oven do all the hard work, and then you grill it for 5 minutes at 200 degrees. That's to get it nice and brown on top. And voila, it's ready to serve. Perfect with a side salad, or maybe if you're being a little bit naughty, some chips. What do you prefer? We just slice that into our portions. Now, if you're not a meat eater, you could even try a corn mince version of this. Perhaps just vegetables. Root vegetables work really well with lasagna. And it's so satisfying. And there you have it. Absolutely delicious.
A treat for all chicken lovers, baked chicken Parmesan is a favourite meal choice. Lots of Parmesan and mozzarella cheese, some spices, eggs, chicken, basil and breadcrumbs are what we need to make this amazing dish. So, enjoy this tasty meal without any regrets. Mix 150 grams of breadcrumbs, 100 grams of Parmesan cheese, 2 tablespoons of oregano and garlic powder, half a teaspoon of salt and pepper, and 4 tablespoons of chopped basil in a large bowl. Crack 2 eggs, whisk well, and coat a large chicken breast in the mix. Then coat it in a thick layer of your breadcrumb mix. Put 2 of these chicken breasts on a lined baking tray, top with fresh mozzarella cheese, and bake for 30 minutes at 200 degrees. Serve up your Parmesan on a bed of spaghetti and coat with some spaghetti sauce. And a little fresh basil. This is a delicious and nutritious dish that's really easy to make and even easier to eat. Bon appétit! Did you know you can bake your eggs right into avocado halves for a healthy breakfast option to start your day off right? Not only are they easy to prepare, but they're packed full of everything you could possibly need for a healthy, sustainable breakfast. Made with avocado, eggs, dried bacon, chili powder, some ham and mozzarella cheese to create a variation of this yummy baked eggs in avocado. Delicious, right? Let's go. Crack an egg carefully into a bowl. Using a plastic bottle, gently squeeze out and then in over the egg to separate the yolk. Cover a baking tray with baking paper and add a few halved avocados, green side up. Gently squeeze your yolk into the avocados like this. The first one will have dried bacon and mozzarella cheese. For the second, let's use half a teaspoon of chili powder and half a teaspoon of dill. Now 1 tablespoon of ham and 1 tablespoon of mozzarella cheese. Let's try half a teaspoon of black pepper and the same of fresh parsley. Number 5, 1 tablespoon of mozzarella and half a teaspoon of dill. Finally, 1 tablespoon of yellow pepper and half a teaspoon of parsley. Grind some salt over all of the avocados. Make sure to add pepper too. Now simply bake at 180 degrees for 30 minutes. This is such an easy dish to make. When you're done, you're rewarded with a delicious treat, and it's a terrific idea for healthy party food too. You could say, excellent. Ratatouille is my favourite Pixar film. Now let's make the actual dish together. Chop up a courgette into thin slices like so. Watch those fingers. Do the same with a washed and peeled potato. Then with an onion. Then an aubergine, or eggplant if you're American. And finally, a tomato. Throw a couple of tablespoons of olive oil into a large pan and soften up 200 grams of chopped onion. Then add the same of chopped carrot and celery, stir together well and soften up the vegetables, and throw in 30 grams of butter to help everything cook. Add 500 milliliters of tomato paste, 2 bay leaves, and 50 grams of roasted bell peppers. Let everything heat through and begin to bubble. Then add 2 tablespoons of herbes de Provence and garlic, 30 grams of paprika, 1 tablespoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a pinch of basil. Then stir everything together well. Carefully remove the 2 bay leaves once everything is cooked. Cover your pan with a lid and simmer on a low heat for about an hour. When the hour is up, gently blend the mixture in the pan until it's nice and smooth. You can do this with an electric blender or, of course, by hand. In a bowl, mix 100 milliliters of olive oil, half a teaspoon of salt and pepper, and a teaspoon of fresh thyme. Spoon your cooked vegetable mixture into a large circular cooking tray, and then begin to portion out your sliced veggies into a pattern like this one. Look at it, isn't it pretty? Pour over your thyme oil and try to cover as much of the vegetables as you can. Cover the dish with foil and bake for 90 minutes at 160 degrees. Then for a few extra minutes without the foil. Then you can watch it bubble. Now it's time to serve up with some freshly grated Parmesan cheese and chopped parsley. Delicious. Enjoy!
Today I'm going to show you how to make cheesy spinach baked eggs. Yum! So let's get started. First of all, we want 2 cloves of garlic. I'm peeling the garlic. And then I'm finely chopping it. I'm dicing it into little pieces. Now I'm taking some olive oil and I'm adding it to a pan on the hob. Put the garlic into the oil and stir whilst it simmers.
This smells great. I'm now adding 6 cups of fresh spinach. After 5 minutes, the spinach will start to wilt, and that's what you want. Make sure the garlic and the oil is all mixed together. I'm now adding half a cup of mozzarella cheese, grated. Stir that in too. I'm now adding half a cup of cheddar cheese, also grated. Keep stirring. We're now going to take that over to our ramekins. We want to fill half the ramekin with the spinach mixture. I've got 3 ramekins. Once they're done, I am cracking some eggs into the top, 1 in each. We're going to put this in the oven at 180 degrees for 15 minutes. And look what happens when they come out. Perfect! I'm topping them off with some spring onion and seasoning. Some cracked pepper goes perfectly. Yum! Now all you need to do is eat them. Cheesy spinach baked eggs. Super delicious! Now all that's left to do is to take a bite. Yum! Tastes delicious!